Mwah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And I know we've been pretty, not here at all. Here's the reason why. This is our newest
Ta-da!
addition to our family.
This is our new comic, not
Our best creation, like Carla put it. And we're super happy. She was born this past Wednesday, so she's still super tiny. And I don't know if this is something that happens with all babies or it's just this one, but this one is extremely, I would say, she's very calm, but she's very dependent on us, on both of us.
well, it's a newborn.
So, like, no, but what I'm saying is she will cry unless we are holding her. You know what I mean? She would just not. And the only way she would sleep is if we are with her, or you know what I mean. She needs to have us grabbing her at all times, so that's why she's here. But I also wanted to kind of, well, she just fell asleep because once she eats, it's like lights out for her. But
That's good.
um,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what to say. Like I've barely been sleeping. John also same. The
Mhm.
only one sleeping is her.
yeah,
Well, John's still glowing though.
Oh yeah.
well, you know what? It's mostly sweat because we have to keep this house so hot for her. You know, we have to keep everything super hot because she gets cold really easy. Her
Right.
hands,
Of course.
and,
Yeah.
and I am a very hot person. You know,
You are.
yeah, literally. So if it gets too hot in here, I feel like I'm freaking baking. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
it's just what little changes you got to do with a newborn. But you know what? I think that she has for I mean what she's 4, actually she's about to turn 4 days old in
Mhm.
about 15 minutes. No, in an hour and 15 minutes.
Mm.
Wow.
So for she's already got a lot figured out, right? Like the way that how to eat, and she's already starting to move her head, which is really good. You know, like we can actually lay her on her stomach now because she's able to turn her head, and so that's really good. That means she's going to be she's already pretty smart. So
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
We wanted to say thank you to everybody for all the beautiful comments and all the words of support, all the uncles here.
uncles and aunts, everyone who's wished us, all those wonderful wishes that we've gotten on Twitter and everything, and this, like, I know so many people were probably wondering where we've been, and this is why, like, this was, well, I mean, this is quite the story we gotta tell you guys, because the way this baby was born,
we should
You wouldn't-
tell the story, but
you wouldn't believe
very
it. You
detailed.
wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I'll try my best to do
Yeah.
that.
Don't like jump on the facts.
I won't jump on the facts. Okay.
Like use the John Gallagher writer persona
Sure.
to tell this.
I will do that. So you want to hold her a little bit,
Of course.
because I mean my back is like killing
Oh,
me. All right. So
With those arms, those big arms, and you're in pain. Come on.
my friend, I've been holding her all day. All right. She does not like it when I'm not holding her.
I'm
That's-
messing with you. I'm messing with you.
So, she was my wife Carla was scheduled to be induced on Friday,
Mhm.
but on Wednesday morning her water broke. Right, we weren't really sure if that's what it was.
I
But
thought I peed myself.
yeah, I thought so too. I thought you peed yourself, but after seeing how
And
much,
he was starting to make fun of me.
No, I did
Oh,
not.
you peed yourself. Oh, wait, there's more.
No, I
Oh,
did not. She's
That's
lying
the
about
water.
the thing is that babies. I'm sorry, Carla started like it was too much water, and I said, you know what, let's just go to the hospital.
Mhm.
Once we got to the hospital, and by the way, we already made a trip to the hospital and we're sent back home the week before, right? Because Carla was having the contractions, but they said not enough dilation or whatever. She wasn't ready, so we're kind of scared to go, and we like, we would only go no matter how hard the contractions are if
Mhm.
the water breaks, right?
Right.
So we ended up going to the hospital that day early in the morning. It was like 4 in the morning, and they tell us, oh, because the water breaks, she has to stay, and she will go into labor today, and we have to induce her if she doesn't naturally go through labor. So that's pretty much what happened. We stayed there all day, and then she was given pitocin and all those medicines that help.
They made me jump in a ball.
They gave her a big bouncing ball, like one of those medicine balls, I guess you call her, to bounce
Medicine
around.
balls.
Yeah, that's what you call them. and
the big the exercise ones.
the exercise ones, yeah.
Gotcha.
And so they had her jumping around the room, and then the contractions started kind of coming and going, right?
Are you sure you were in a hospital?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
More.
Well, that's the thing, and I'm gonna kind of skip, and I will get back to the story, but the doctor didn't deliver the baby. I delivered the baby.
Well, but you're
Okay, I'm
doing
jumping.
exactly what they told you.
I'm jumping. All right, so I'll get back to everything how it worked out. So, anyways, doctor comes and visits her, says, you have a dilation of about 4, so we have a long way to go. You're gonna dilate about 1, so it's like, what is it, centimeters? So she needed to be at 10, whatever it is, centimeters or whatever of dilation, so the baby can come out. But she was at 4, and supposedly you dilate 1 digit every 3 hours or so. So we were supposed to stay there whole night and day, and then the baby would be born.
Mm-hmm.
So it was around. So the nurse's shift, there was a nurse shift, and then she got the epidural, which kind of numbed her and made her legs super super limp, right? So
that was traumatic. Though.
So
getting all the stings, like
you get like stung with needles on your spine. It's pretty rough. But after that, it was just me and the nurse who just came in, kind of just helping her move around, sling the leg around, and then put a bunch of pillows under. And of course, Carla couldn't move.
John comes like, "I'm sorry, sweetie, but you're pretty much an object." You told me that. Because they had to move me, I couldn't move.
Yeah, she couldn't move. Her bottom half was completely dead. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it worked. So we kept moving her and doing all this and doing all that and pulling and all that, and it was just me and the other nurse. I thought that was something that all dads do, but apparently the nurse was super kind of like you're helping a lot, keep at it. And I was like, all right. So we kept doing that back and forth. So at around 5 in the afternoon, 5:30, I was like super dead, and she finally fell asleep. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a little nap. Mm-hmm. So I lay there in the super uncomfortable couch that they had there, and 30 minutes later, I was still very drowsy, and I hear the nurse saying she's ready to go into labor. She's ready to deliver.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I thought that I was dreaming or something, or that I had overslept for hours and hours, 10 hours or so.
Well, I was very drugged.
Yeah.
So I was like, eh.
Yeah, you were just like.
And I see John he was sleeping, and then he hears the nurse saying that, and he's like with his eyes like this, whoa, that the hey Mogwai.
Hey Mogwai, how's it going? Thank you for jumping.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. We really appreciate you, brother.
Oh my God bless her. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank you so much for all the presents.
Thank you for the present, Mogwai. I didn't have a chance. I haven't even slept at all. So my apologies.
It's all good. Trust me, I understand. I was there a while back, a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I look forward to the time when I can say that, that I was there a long time ago. But at the same time, I want to enjoy this.
Enjoy.
Right. So back to the story where the nurse just says she's +1, meaning that she had a dilation of 11. So in 30 minutes, somehow she went from 4 to 11, and Carla is not having any pain at all. She's just laying there all drugged up,
reggae in the background, like Bob Marley was like,
right. And of course the nurse is kind of trying to keep it calm because she sees that I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, so it's time. I'm like, what do I give you? Towels, whatever, And so she's like, let's keep it calm. And so she asks us, have you had any practice? Have you ever had any classes? And we told her the truth, and the truth is no, because of COVID, they canceled all those. So we didn't know what the hell we were doing. Mm-hmm. And neither did Carla. So they kind of told her, well, we're going to do some practice pushes, they told her. And so she does 2 practice pushes, and I see this little hair coming out, right?
Yeah,
and I said
the lady was like, those were very good pushes.
Right.
And hell yeah, I was an athlete before, Nick.
They were like two pushes, and then I see something that's peeking, right? And I say, is that the head? And the nurse, and now you can see that the nurse is starting to hyperventilate because remember, she's a nurse; she's not supposed to be doing this, right? so she tells Carla, "All right, we'll stop with the pushes, and I'm going to go get the doctor." Right? They called the doctor, and at that specific time, she was delivering another baby in a different place. Right?
And in the phone, we could overhear.
We could overhear the lady screaming on the other, right?
Oh my God!
Holy hell!
and Carla was just chilling, laying in the bed. So we're holding Carla's legs. So the nurse is holding one leg, I'm holding the other leg, right?
Oh, God.
And we're just waiting there for the doctor, and I just start making stupid jokes, and Carla laughs. And then
but you have to tell the joke specifically.
Well, I just start
okay.
because the nurse tells me you have to coach her. So I start going, okay, Carla, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a deep breath and go, "Ooh!" You know what I mean? And so I start laughing so hard that the baby just straight up came out right there
from the laugh.
So Carla laughs and the baby just comes out. And the funniest part is that the nurse. The funniest part is that the nurse kind of try to hold her inside, right? Like trying to push her back in because remember she's a nurse. She's not supposed to be doing this, right? So she's not supposed to be delivering the baby. But at some point, the whole baby just straight up came out and they put her on her chest and like, oh, there's your baby. And Carla like had no idea what happened. She didn't feel.
I was laughing at John. Like John was making like this poop performance in front of me, and I was laughing. And then out of a sudden, like, the baby like crying in my chest, like, and my first impression was, what are you doing here? That was the first thought when I saw my daughter. What are you doing here? Because like, what the hell? And so nurse starts calling, and now nurse, you can tell she's freaking out. So she starts calling other nurses. Nurses start rushing in, cleaning the blood because it was a bloodbath. And Carla's just confused, like she didn't understand what the hell went on. I saw the whole thing. I couldn't believe it. The baby was delivered through laughter.
Oh my God.
About 5 minutes later, doctor finally comes in and she's like, what happened? What just happened? How is this baby out? That was the expression of the doctor, like, right here in the room, and everybody was laughing. Right. That was crazy.
And John was like, well, I dropped the leg and I caught a baby. That's what happened.
And yeah, I mean, and then they measured, they weighed her, everything was fine with her. And Carla was still laughing at that point. You know, she didn't feel anything. That's the craziest thing. She didn't feel anything. You know? And so
those are some great drugs. Amen.
and then after that, we just went to the postpartum aisle or whatever, and we just spent the rest of the night there and went home after. It was a little bit like terrible because they like we were supposed to be getting like better rooms. I mean, the rooms were awesome. Everything was great. Yeah, great service. Mm-hmm. But like John was supposed to sleep in a couch, right? Yeah. And the couch. Imagine John in the little couch. It was a very tiny thing to sleep on. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I suffer from migraines, especially when it's like really enclosed. You know, when it's like super closed or very hot. And so that was a condition in that room. And so in the morning when I wake up, I'm throwing up. I feel pain in my forehead and the back of my neck, kind of like how you usually feel a migraine. And I start puking and puking and puking. And I'm like, I cannot spend another night here. So I said, I'll just go and spend the night at the house and you will stay here. But Carla decided to just go home because she was just fine, you know. And yeah, we made it home the same day. So you missed the story, Red. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
So that's what.
What's up? Congratulations, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Carla popped her out like a cannon.
Yeah. You missed the story of how this baby was born through.
It was very smooth.
All right. Yeah. To summarize it, I made a joke. Carla laughed, and the baby just popped out.
Oh, nice.
The whole thing just popped out.
That sounds pretty smooth.
So,
and John was telling me, he was my coach. He was telling me that I had to push like a huge poop, like. So I laughed, and she was born. So she laughed and she was born. Yeah, that's right. It was one of the craziest things. There was no doctor there. It was just me and a nurse delivering this baby. It was crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're serious.
John was the nurse.
I delivered this baby, my friend.
He delivered it with a good joke.
With a good joke, yeah. Okay. We're the worst because we have so many comments here. We have to go through a lot of those and say hello to the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the chat. Blanca Elena Tonga, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back and thank you for your good wishes. Same thing with Xavier. Edwin Azevedo, thank you. Jim Cox says, read descriptions on YouTube about page need to have a P.O. box in them. Oh, yeah. Well, we don't have a P.O. box, but you guys.
Yeah, you need a P.O. box, though.
Yeah, I guess we do. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And thank you to Daniel Young. What else? Who else is Luger? Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much,
so, you and Mr. Officer, congratulations, dear Reaper family, and hail to the chat. That's right. Thank you. Same thing for Mogwai Baby. Yotam Dark says, congratulations, guys. Wolverine says, look at the little monkey. Yeah, she's man. She's quite the looker, I'll tell you, if I should say so myself. She's a very pretty baby, huh? I think she's a very pretty baby. Or might be because I'm the dad, I don't know.
No, you got a beautiful baby. You should be very proud.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was actually sharing pictures like at work. I'm like, look, a new baby.
So Jimoni asked if this is our first baby for both of us. And it went so smoothly that now there's no limit. I mean, we could have a whole soccer team.
You mean the delivery went so smoothly? Those 9 months were kind of a horror story.
That's a lot of poop to make.
All right. Statistical Zero says, I can't stay, but wanted to pop in, say hi, and I'm happy for you both. Have a great stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. And Hex Allen is also here. She laughed and little Unhinged Entertainment popped out. Speaking of which, thank you, Unhinged Entertainment, for being here. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, man. So great times.
I don't know. Like, my favorite was John freaking out. You were the only one freaking out there.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think the other nurse was freaking out, but she was
low-key freaking out.
No, she was freaking out because you could tell that she was, but she didn't want to panic me more than
power on.
Right.
Because, are you a Knight Rider, Mogwai?
Always.
Yeah. I think that was the whole point of her acting so calm, but she was faking it. Everybody was freaking out. That was not supposed to happen like that.
I wasn't freaking out. Like, I mean, I've been scared of the moment I give birth, like, for my whole life. Like, I've always been so scared, and I didn't feel a thing. So
that is great. That's the best thing to hear. Not only that, like you said, having a baby through laughter instead of screaming is fantastic.
Yeah. Carla, all that stressing for nothing. Don't you feel silly?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I didn't know the epidural was that good. I thought it was, I don't know if women in general, we are like, so like, we like to complain so much or what, but I've been in all these like pregnancy blogs and stuff, and everything you read is like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. All complaints, all like, oh, the epidural is this, and this is horrible. I felt everything. It doesn't work. And I was like, okay, whatever little bit works is going to be better as no epidural, right?
Well, I mean, you were practically paralyzed from the waist down. We had to pick up your legs the whole time.
I know, I couldn't even move them. But I mean, I don't know, maybe it depends on the people like applying the anesthesia to you, how much they apply, right?
Well, it has to do also with the time when it's done too. So when my first son was born, they did epidural and it worked a little bit. For the second one, they did it again and it was great. But for the first one, they did it a little bit too late, and my wife pretty much felt almost everything.
I think that was the thing. The thing there was timing and the fact that you requested it early, because you said, you know what, I am not at my pain limit, but I am at a place where I feel like
I'm not suffering.
I'm working towards it, so just go ahead and apply it. And the great thing, I didn't know, this is not like a one-time injection. I mean, they inject it once, but they have this thing that it keeps pumping it into your body, constantly. So
I remember
you're always under the anesthesia.
Just like everything, all the preparations, and the nurse telling you, "Oh, you're so helpful."
Right. Yeah, I mean, I did everything. So
everything. Stuff.
Well, shit. Next time you might as well just have a home delivery. I mean, John can handle it.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah, just.
John's gonna start a midwife service.
John's gonna be like, hold on, honey. Knock, knock. All right, pop it out.
That's gonna be your next business.
I'm telling
John's delivery.
I'm telling you, I should patent this new method for pregnant women to give birth, and it's just through laughter. I think we will be a hit because really, if you can, because you don't ever think about it, but laughing involves so many like like stomach muscles, right? You are, you're pushing and you're
But you
compressing.
know what? Like, I've been giving shit to all of you, all my male friends, and to you, particularly because every friend that is not a woman relate giving birth with poop. Okay. Everybody says the same. Oh my god! And I was like,
I never
no.
said that.
Well, I think you're the only one. You didn't tell me
You guys are all sick.
Yeah, even my brother. Oh, it's like a huge poop. Like, okay.
How would he know?
And the moment she was born, it was
like a poop.
Like a poop.
Yeah, there you go.
So what you're trying to say is you apologize, Carla. Is that what you're saying?
I guess that's. I'll take.
I'll give you that one, guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
She's like, it's like when you have Chipotle's. Same thing.
Or Taco Bell.
Just as much blood.
I would say a little bit more condensed, right?
Yeah.
And Vinny, shame on you for not getting in on the poop action.
Yes, you should have.
My bad. Hold on, I'll go run out and get some Chipotle's and
Wolverine.
some underwear.
Wolverine here says that labor is fun when you're tripping balls.
Absolutely, I had a lot of fun.
J Money asked if we missed the kid's name or we keeping that a secret. We'll tell you her middle name, which is Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Her middle name is Sophia. So
beautiful.
Yeah, really nice name. John is a witch doctor.
Oh yeah, he is.
Poops are very strong. Says what about?
Yes.
And Oliver says Grogu.
Oh no, that's the name of the
Now wait a minute, John. I have a quick question. Since you're a professional now with delivery, and it's very much like a poop, as Carlos confirmed. If you were to pull your fingers while she's trying to deliver, do you think she wouldn't be able to?
Oh,
You know what?
Oh, that's a very.
You know what? That is a really interesting question. I didn't want to test it. But if there's any pregnant women watching this and you wanna do a little fun experiment, while you're pushing, have your husband cross his fingers like that and pull on them, and see if that will prevent baby from being born. It's real magic. It's real witchcraft. I'm telling you,
that would be very mean. I mean, it's so hard to push a baby, I guess.
I guess.
But the moral of this story is, and I'm saying this with all seriousness. Listen, if you are a pregnant woman or you are a guy who has a pregnant wife, just have him laugh, or yourself laugh during it, and maybe it will make it easier. I mean, it definitely made it super easy.
I don't think that our case applies to like what's normal.
Yeah, make sure your wife is heavily drugged up, otherwise you're going to be collecting your teeth off the floor.
Play some reggae in the background, some
Right.
Bob Marley in the background. Yeah, that will help. I mean, I was like, yeah. And I was like, now we're going to cut this. Yeah, sure. I didn't care. And then you cut the cord, right?
I cut the cord. I would think it's actually kind of tough to get through it.
Well,
especially
those scissors were like
with the little scissors. They look like those from like they give you in kindergarten to like.
That didn't look sharp at all.
Yeah.
John just used his bare hands. He threw the scissors on the floor and he pulled with.
At some point, I wanted to just go ahead and bite it off, because it was just so damn hard. I was like trying to cut it. And then after that, the doctor actually arrived, and all she did was basically deliver the placenta afterwards. She kind of like pulled the cord until the whole thing came out. It's like this disgusting looking, like this liver looking shit. It was really good.
Classic John.
Like it literally looked like she pulled the liver out of you, or like, I don't know, a kidney or some shit like that.
I didn't see a thing.
Thank God.
Man.
Oh my God! He's like it's the miracle of birth. It was this disgusting bloody liver thing.
But I'm not talking about the baby. I'm talking about the placenta.
I know.
He told me the placenta was like a rancid steak.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like, and especially because it was ruptured, I could see the inside of it, and it had like this mucus-looking stuff, like it was just very gross, I was watching the whole process. I mean, I did the whole process really, but I was watching everything, making sure like now I know we can totally do this the next time here at home. without any problem.
She's like, you got the drugs? If you got the drugs, let's do it.
Exactly, brother. Thank you. If you have the drugs, let's do it. Sure.
Justin says, when my dude was sewing my wife up, I looked away. Also, no time for looking at that. Well, I don't know. It was just interesting to look at, I guess. Mega says, I remember when in the hospital I work, we call the placenta baby pizza. That's, I guess, yeah. Baby pizza, yeah.
What about his look like watery noodles?
Like watery noodles, yeah.
Did you eat any of the cord?
Why were you supposed to?
Why are you missing the best comments?
Where does it say about the cord?
That's a ritual in some cultures. I don't know which ones, but I have heard that before.
I think Canada, right?
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I did hear some cultural things, right? That the wife wasn't supposed to leave the house for 40 days and eat nothing but chicken and some
in Colombia they do that. Like they don't leave the house for 40 days.
No. That was someplace in Africa. The nurse told us, remember, that the wife is not supposed to leave the house for 40 days. And in Colombia, back in the day, they used to have you eat nothing but chicken for like you basically have to quarantine yourself. And you do have flu-like symptoms after. Maybe you have the corona, I don't know, but I think that that's kind of what it feels like after giving birth. It's just like you have the flu.
I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I mean, after the drugs were out.
Yeah, you're gonna feel something after the drugs were out, of course.
Oh, of course.
I feel like I've been run by a truck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No bueno.
Yeah, Daniel Young says eat nothing but chicken. Yeah, that's. And I heard about a lot of there's like this Mexican tradition. I know there's Mexican people watching this, and we were told by the nurse that the woman's supposed to push even if she's not having the contractions. Just like keep pushing and pushing and pushing, which sounds extremely exhausting. Because you're only supposed to push with the contractions, right?
Yeah.
But I guess in Mexico, in some places in Mexico, I'd imagine they make you push even if you're not feeling the contractions.
I remember that when I was pushing, I told you that you better take me to Jack in the Box to get a burrito number 23. In the middle of the pushes, remember?
And I brought you something better.
What a burger.
What a burger.
Nice.
Now I kind of want the burrito.
Now you can. All right, we can always go. It's no problem at all. All right, Wolverine says that somehow makes it more Frost. Hex Allen Comics. What a Hex Allen Comics says? I don't know. LOL. Is that what you said? Oh no, I don't know. I got lost here. So Ian says, I'm off now. Love the story. You guys are always the blast. Have a fun time. We'll watch the replay tomorrow.
Thank
Best
you so
wishes.
much, Mr. Sherry.
Thank you a lot. This was
Have a great night.
This was kind of a quick update. This I'll tell you, this little lady has quite a personality.
She has John's personality.
Oh, really?
And I know because in her second day of life, we took her to make like a photo shoot, right? When they make these cute like newborn kind of photos.
Yeah.
And there was a photo that, oh my God, I can't wait to get that. She was put in a basket with all these happy teddy bears with a huge smile, and she was.
she has a grumpy
so
face.
Grumpy.
She has a grumpy face. But like me, okay. But the thing is, right now she's I guess I don't know if this is normal in all babies, but she is extremely dependent on us to the point where she needs to be taught. No, but I don't mean, obviously she's dependent on us for everything, and we try to do the best we can at everything she needs. But past her needs, the thing is, she will not stop crying until we are touching her. She needs us to be touching her 24/7, which is kind of a challenge, I'll tell you.
Good arm work.
John's like, he's already trying to train her to start walking. It's like, relax.
Yes.
Hold your baby. Enjoy your baby.
No, we're holding her, believe me, 24/7 at this point. It's like if you I don't want to show you guys, but I could show you. If we leave her in the crib for 5 seconds, she's going to realize that we don't have her, and she's going to start crying. So
right.
just like Mama.
She does eat a lot. Yeah, and that's good. That's good. I think she's
definitely.
That's gonna grow up.
Yeah, good for everyone except for me.
Yeah.
That's good for you.
Yeah, it's good for you too.
Yes.
It develops character. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, Vinny, sounds good.
Well,
all right, yeah.
Pretty much the story.
That's the story. That's the story that went on. It's one for the books. Other than that, I wanted to say that we are still going on with our campaign, Witch Hunter, which is 5,660.
You have to refresh it. I think we got a new backer.
We got a new backer just now. Thank you to that new backer. Oh, we're super close to the 5,700 mark. We're at 100 backers. That's awesome. I love that. And we only have 6 days left. So if you haven't grabbed yourself a copy of this awesome book, Javier keeps pumping out pages like crazy. I have to commission him again today for what are we? The last 8 pages, no?
Yeah.
He's working the last 8 pages. So
we're going to be adding 2 extra pages.
Oh, there you go, Xavier. You just found out.
No, but it's going to be of Stanley Dragon.
Oh, never mind, Xavier.
In
Take that back.
Sophia's honor.
All right. So we're going to add even 2 more pages because
it's going to be 52.
Right.
I hope you guys appreciate that.
So 52 pages now. And did you unveil the next, what we call it?
Stretch goal?
Stretch goal?
It
already?
was a kinky one.
I can talk about it?
Yes, you can.
All right. Is it somewhere in the campaign?
No.
All right. So we don't have it here in the campaign, but I know Carla made a drawing of it and posted it on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
We have the Sexy Riva. I'm forgetting the name of my own characters. Little toy that you can tie her up to do your headphones and cables and things like that. So it's super convenient and very fun, kinky thing to get as well. That's once we get to the $6,000 mark, and we are very close to that. So help us get there. This book will go in demand once it passes the 6 days left that he has. So, and we do have a flexible goal, so we met that goal. So we're gonna go in demand. So that's awesome. And yeah, don't forget double ending. Variant covers, 2 covers, 2 endings. One made by Vinny Tartamella himself, the other made by Carla. Yeah,
we're gonna be returning very soon to the comics.
And like I said, Xavier just notified us this week that we only have about 8 pages left with him. Once that's done, all he needs is colors, and this baby is going to print. But of course, we have a very modest deadline because we don't want to be late, but it's definitely going to be before that. So.
Oh yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
We're gonna be getting back to work very soon.
Yeah.
Like all the well, I don't want to call it a storm, but all the activity, extra activity,
all the craziness.
Just passed. So slowly returning to normal. So thank you, everyone.
Absolutely, and I also recommend you guys, if you haven't done so already, get the digital option for this book as well, because in case you haven't, or in case you cannot get the physical copy, then I encourage you to get the digital copy as well, because it's going to have a little flair to it. It's not just going to be your standard PDF. It's going to have a little magic to it as well. That's what we're all about, just magic in this universe of Witch Hunter. Epic battles with monsters, witches, and Witch Hunter, heavily inspiring characters such as Samurai Jack and Van Helsing and The Witcher and things like that. Set in this medieval time period where witches roam the earth, and same thing with monsters and the Inquisition and all that. It's a lot of fun. It's a very fun read. The art is beautifully made by Xavier Gutierrez from the 656 Comics team, and the colors and edits and the story of Stand the Dragon and manga cover made by Carl as well. Don't miss that out. Also get Vinny Tartamella's cover as well. It's a really nice looking cover, as everything that Vinny does, of course. So yeah, get it before the 6-day mark. Help us reach that $6,000 goal. And if you already got it, then just help us spread the word. Get more eyes on it. I know people will definitely appreciate this campaign. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And for everyone who has been sharing this campaign when we were absent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, and get both covers. You want both stories, the alternate ending. It's a beautiful book, amazing people. Yeah, make it happen, guys.
Oh, 100%. Also, another one I wanted to talk about, of course, is the mailing list for Shadow of the Kraken, the Vinny by CG's best, Vinny Tartamella, the one that made that beautiful cover for us, the author and creator of Through the Woods and City of Venus, and so many other, at this point, I'll dare to say classics of CG. That I personally enjoy so much. Vinny, take the floor. Tell us about if somebody hasn't still heard about this campaign or want to spread the word.
Yeah, thank you, brother. This is my big project that I've been working on so hard. There's a lot that's going to be going on with this story, and we're actually going to be launching this the first week of January. So you're going to have very, very soon. Yeah. I almost did it in November, but everybody told me don't because they had no money. So I said, okay, then January it is. And they went, yes, January's perfect. But yeah, this is going to be, it's a classic pirate story. You're going to be taken on a really great adventure. You're going to find out about the main characters, the villain, the villain is a real evil piece of work. Yeah. But you really want that kind of stuff happening. But it's everything that a pirate story, what you want, what you need in it. We're going to have the treasures. You're going to have the ship battles. We're going to be traveling to beautiful locations. You're going to have hot women in there as well. I mean, this story is going to have it all. It's a
Vinny Tartamella book. You have to have some eye candy in there.
Absolutely. Oh, and I want to share with you guys as well. I finished the print that's actually, if you sign up, this is going to be the print that you get once we go live. There's only 2 ways to get this, and one is signing up, and 2, it's going to be on kind of an expensive tier. Other than that, you
think if I work out enough, I can get back to that shape?
Yeah,
I think you can do it.
Totally
do it.
I approve.
I'm gonna print that in the fridge, so every time I want to open for a snack.
Little known fact, and Vinny should be proud of this because this is how much of a family member we consider him. We have framed some of his art and we have it on the wall. I wish I could show him, but it's hanging there on the wall. We have Elsa from Frozen, like protecting the AC, and a pinup of Psylocke from the X-Men that you made is standing tall right there on our wall, next to some of the pinups that we made ourselves. So,
awesome.
Man, we're super. Let me see if I can grab it. If I can grab it and show. Well, because wife and baby are on the way, but it's right there. It's right there. Do we have some of Vinny's pinups? And I can tell you, man, the art is just amazing. But you guys already know that. So let's help spread the word before launching day, because that launching day is gonna be crazy, all right?
Oh,
Vinny needs to get those numbers on the first day because he definitely deserves it. He's worked hard for it, and we're right behind you, man. We hope to get there as well one day, pretty soon.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, and that's the thing. We're all pushing for the same goals. We want to make everybody happy. We want to make sure this community is going to keep rocking and being awesome. It's about the positivity. It's not about any of the drama and the negative people and all the garbage. No, we're the people who are creating and busting our asses. We're working night and day, 24/7, because we want to get great product out there for all you guys and girls. Again, this one, I have more than half of it's completed. There's a lot of great stuff happening. This is the one campaign that isn't totally finished yet, but that's only because I wanted to do something a little bit different. I explained this a few other times. It's because we're going to be able to hit some really cool stretch goals as I'm working on it while it's live. You know, it's again the first time I'm doing it like this. So you guys, I mean, the better the campaign does, the more cool stuff you're all going to get. So that's why I want to do it this way. But everybody just rocks, and you know I'm so happy for Carla and John about everything that's been going on from the projects. From they went through a lot this year, from the fire, from having a couple of other books out to this new one, and then obviously their gorgeous new baby girl.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
little Grogu, Sophia.
And then, she is a little Grogu. And she's also a little grumpy. I'll tell you. She has a strong personality.
She's like my face, but grumpy.
But grumpy, yeah. It's always grumpy.
So she has your face, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's her face. I wanna acknowledge Selena Hernandez comment here on the chat. Congratulations and hey little one. Thank you so much, Selena. We really appreciate you. We got a little postcard from you as well. We have it right there also on our wall of fame. Things from CG. We really appreciate that.
Fantastic.
And Sophie and Selena Hernandez says, "Oh," and then Carla's face, young grumpiness.
Yes.
Yeah. She does look a lot like her mom. She has a hint of me, but it's mostly because she's always frowning. You know what I mean?
I don't want to like.
Is it the mustache?
Yeah.
But I want to show.
You can. Yeah. I think you can see a little bit right there. Let me actually. You know what we can do is do that, and they can see.
She's gonna be angry.
Oh, she's always angry.
Oh, she's waking up.
So precious.
So
Don't bother me, father.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, and also I know that you and Redgate, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but you guys are working on another secret project.
Red. I have nothing to do.
On a secret project that will be hopefully dropping soon.
Oh no, it's not so secret anymore. Yeah, man. Sunsworn comic. It's going to be called Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance. Carla's going to be drawing that. She is drawing that. It's going to be awesome book, man. Sunsworn, the novel, is in fulfillment as we speak. It's actually, I was late. I was down there packing boxes and lost track of time. So yeah, look forward to that. If you got it, if you didn't get it, it's still available. It's still in demand. Grab it up. Yep. And it'll be coming out to you guys very, very shortly. But yeah, very, very excited for this comic project. It's been, I don't know, man. It's just all kinds of awesome stuff. I'm just loving it. I'm loving all of it.
I definitely look forward to read your novella. But I gotta say, because I get a sneak peek before anybody else does into the comic, you know. Because Carla's always working on it too, so I can see what she's working on.
It
looks pretty epic, man.
Listen, John. I'm well aware of your loose lips, buddy. Okay. So if we need to have a conversation, we'll have that conversation. But no, man, I don't mind you taking a peek, man.
Yeah, I've seen some nip slips and they look really good. They look really epic. But I really want to get your book as well. And actually, I had a dream. With you the other night that with Red.
That's gay.
He was super passionate.
Hey, don't be jealous, all right? You got the baby out. You don't need to be grumpy anymore.
No, but here's what happened in the dream. I asked Red because I have this script of a book called Fun Camp. It's got kind of like a political satire.
Oh, John, you're not helping with the gay factor here with Fun Camp.
Oh, yeah. now
with Rainbow Camp taken.
I'm gonna title the Fun Camp with Red. Yeah, that's right. No, but in all seriousness, it's like a political satire about I guess you could say when liberals completely take over the whole government, they make like these concentration camps for the rest of us, and they title it Fun Camps. It's kind of like a religious indoctrination camp. And
that sounds horrifyingly accurate.
And the main character is like a guy from the 90s who fell off a skateboard basically and wakes up from a coma in 2020 and realizes that the world has been completely overtaken by these lunatics. And I wanted to make that into a comic, but I feel like it's just too lengthy for that. So I wanted to make a novella. I don't know if it will sell well on Indiegogo and through the CG scene or whatever. But in my dream, I was asking Red, what do you think? Should I do this? And Red gave me the green light. He said you should totally do this, but what you should do is put like Carla's artwork in the background, like like that paper where you can you have the background with the art and then the words written on it.
Yeah.
Like watermark.
Like watermark, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I can tell you that was definitely a dream because I looked into actually doing that with Sunsworn. I wanted to give it like a parchment feel.
Yeah.
Hell no. That's like triple the price of production because you have to make the whole book full color. So yeah, that was definitely a dream, John. I'm sorry.
You crushed his dreams.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying don't. Be careful with those numbers if you do.
But when I did wake up, I thought about it. It's like it's gonna be super hard to read, anyways, if you have the watermark. No, like a lot of the words, they kind of get blended in with the background if it's too dark or whatever. Yeah. So I'm guessing. Yeah.
Every time you dream, you talk with somebody, you should like not tell them anything and ask them the same question, like in real life. Like compare the answers.
Right. Yeah, I should do that. I should do that instead. But yeah, I guess I'll give it a shot. Why not? The script is there, and maybe I'll give it a shot sometime next year, at the beginning of next year, maybe. So it'll be cool, man. It'll be cool to see if people are into it. It's kind of like a political satire kind of book, and maybe you make the cover for me. You're hired.
You read.
However, John, you could do those watermarks in black and white or grayscale.
Yes,
that's something to think about.
That is true. But I wasn't looking into doing them for every single page, but like every so often, like maybe at the beginning of a chapter or something like that. I was thinking. I don't know. It's just crazy ideas I have, and the script is there. I want to do something with that story. Definitely not a comic. It's just too lengthy. It's just too long, and it wouldn't really capture the main idea of it. But I mean, it would capture the main idea, but it wouldn't go into too many details. Like for example, there is in the script of Fun Camp. Totally not gay stuff, by the way. There's this scene where where the main characters go to this kind of church session, if you will, right? Where the high priestess, which is like this lesbian with blue hair and hairy blue armpits, is
fat, right?
And she's super fat. Of course, she's actually the main villain of the story. Okay. She's kind of indoctrinating them, and she separates them into race and in sexual orientation, and everybody who's white and straight has to grab a whip and whip themselves. And apologize for being white and for being straight. And I feel like I could do that in a comic, but it just, I don't know. It's just not the same. I don't think that it would capture that.
No, I think it would be better in a book.
It'd be better in the book. I think it would be better in the book. So I don't know. I guess that's an announcement for an upcoming project for next week. But not for next week.
Next week.
For next week. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't slept.
And that's what I've been working a lot. Jesus.
Right?
All right. Pale Red Rider says, Red, you're killing John's reach around fantasy.
I'm sorry. I mean, we can still do the reach around. That's on the table.
We can still do fantasy totally as well. So.
Oh, my.
All right.
I mean, I'm pretty hooked with Fun Camp, I got to say.
Pale Rider's on board.
Fun Camp whips. I don't know. Maybe these guys will get it just to make fun of it. But you know what? You still get it. So, yeah. That's still a win for me. Hairy blue armpits, says Daniel Young. Yeah, that's the main idea behind this. We can say Hitler, right? This Hitler-like character from the book, but
we can say Hitler in YouTube, right? You're still in YouTube,
right?
This color is Shitler.
He's being Trumpy. That's all.
Yeah.
That way we'll get you banned.
All right, and we have Johnny Cage as well joining us all the way from Brazil with a cup of coffee. Have you your newest your niece yet? Look at that. Hey.
Well, I want to show her face. Of course, they change a lot their features. That's why we're showing her in YouTube.
Yeah. So we have this to remember.
Yeah.
But other than that, does anybody else have any project, anything that they want to promote, anything they want to push before we go?
Anything you want to push?
It's like
we had enough of that.
He's like, John, stop with the jokes. Another one's gonna pop out.
Right?
Well, I actually thought that if I kept going at it, maybe the placenta will come out as well. But I guess that was deeper in there. You
need a professional to slowly pull that out.
Yeah. You want to know the craziest part? Is like I pictured it like in the movies, Like, I mean, fuck. With this thing about the COVID, you have to wear the stupid mask everywhere. When I delivered this baby, and I can say I delivered this baby, I wasn't even wearing gloves or a gown. I was just my old regular self. You know what I mean? They
very open eyes.
So
It was so fun because I was like there, and I was seeing like the nurse was like all serious, like okay, no breathe, no do that, and Joe was like ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, like seeing all the things.
Oh, you don't realize that there was a head picking out, right?
I don't realize I wasn't seeing anything. I
No.
was just seeing your face, and that was so funny.
Yeah.
That's the
So I'm
best.
sorry, Mo, why I didn't bite his titty.
Oh, that's all right. That was.
I made sure to stay away for that. So, yeah. Sorry, Mogwai, it's just you today, buddy.
That's all right.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah. So
that's
thank you all for your patience. We've had a lot of requests to be on the show, on the channel, or to be on other shows. We really haven't been able to do anything other than be with this baby 24/7. She requires so much attention right now. But thankfully, Carla has, both grandmas helping her as much as they can as well. They can't get enough of this baby anyway, so they're here all the time. So, but we'll resume with work pretty soon as well. We'll pick it up, and just remember that Witch Hunter still has 6 days left to go, and before he goes into mass, help us cross the $6,000. We're super close, the $6,000 threshold, and then we can get the sweet stretch goal that Carla promoted on her Twitter. You can look her up on her Twitter if you haven't seen it already. But it's this really kinky toy that we're gonna be making. So
don't be too kinky though,
I probably need a few extra of those. That'll be fun.
because you're gonna end up like.
that's lesson of the day. And yeah, all that. I'll see you guys around, and I look forward to Shadow the Kraken first on January. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, we'll do Fun Camp next year for sure. I think it'll be a pretty cool little campaign there.
With Red.
Yeah, with Red, totally.
Okay.
Fun Camp with Red. That's the title of it.
Hell yeah.
In fact, that I could always change the name of the main character to his real name, and at this point, it's not doxing because Red pretty much doxed himself at this point, right?
Well, kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
The best place to find out about that stuff is on I'll Shut Up.
It's Grogu as well.
Yeah.
Grogu, yeah.
That was stolen. I'm currently in a lawsuit with Disney about that.
All right. Yeah, thank you everyone for the good wishes, man. I really appreciate it. And we'll stay in touch. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.
Have a great night.